Let me tell you why I love stupid people. It's because stupid people have this innate ability to always try to make their reasoning sound justified. No matter what it is, it's always going to be dumb, and they're always going to have some excuse at the ready to make you feel a certain way, to be on their side, and to justify the stupid thing that they did. Remember a month ago when somebody decided to jump Dave Chappelle and then got turned into a human pretzel? The theory at the time was that he did that because he was offended by some jokes Dave Chappelle made, and he should be more considerate to everybody's feelings, and therefore that gives him a reason to go up on stage with a gun that identifies as a knife and decide it would be wise to attack somebody and think nothing was going to happen. Well, because everybody's bored and there's nothing important to talk about, somebody decided to interview this person. And yeah, he's an emotional little bastard. In an exclusive Jailhouse interview, Isaiah Lee told the Post that Chappelle should be more sensitive when it comes to jokes that he cracks. I identify as bisexual. Me too. And I'm not that much of a pussy. And I wanted him to know what he said was triggering. I wanted him to know that next time he should consider first running his material by people it could affect. I'm also a single dad, and my son is 5. It's a struggle, and I wanted Dave Chappelle to know it's not a joke. He said his breaking point came when another comedian in the show's lineup made a crude joke about which Lee said he dredged up memories of his own mother as a teen. They spat on me and twisted me as if on purpose. Well, no shit. You decided in all your rage and in being upset it was wise to get on stage with a gun that had a knife in it and think nothing's gonna happen. And if it does, obviously it's all rooted in hatred of the LGBT community, and how dare you not know that I had a troubling childhood, which is upsetting, and I feel sorry for you to some extent, but none of that gives you the reason to go up on stage and attack anybody over jokes you don't like. And before anybody writes me the paragraph, which put a pin in that because we're going to come back to it later, and say, oh, the homophobia, oh, the transphobia, oh, those are not jokes, oh, he was justified. I'm glad somebody went up there and did that to Dave Chappelle, because now he should realize that this is not funny and he should never make a joke about this again. I want you to understand that the viral incident also led to more criminal charges against Lee. He was charged on Thursday with stabbing his own roommate last year. The victim in that case identified Lee as the alleged attacker when the Chappelle incident went viral. So, if you're gonna sit there and say, yes, I'm standing with this person because this person is fighting for me, this person is fighting for my trans rights, this person is fighting to make sure that I am respected in a comedy club and nobody makes a joke about me ever again because I actually think I'm a protected class, when in reality, you're just another human being liable to be made fun of, I need you to at least understand that you're backing somebody who tried to kill his own roommate. That's the route y'all want to go. That's the route you're trying to spin. Somebody like that is fighting for you, and you don't even have the balls to say, hey, you kind of deserve that ass whooping. You are somebody who belongs in jail. I don't want you on my side. You might have had good intentions, but your execution was piss poor, and I need you to distance yourself away from me. No, we gotta stand with this because, I hate Dave Chappelle. He's rooted in transphobia. All he's doing is spreading all his hate towards us. We are the protected class, and how dare you punch down on us? We are allowed to punch up at you though. But it went from me probably only doing 6 months in jail and having to do community service and living in a transitional home to possibly 15 or more years in jail. My son will be big by the time I get out. I don't care. You shouldn't have tried to stab your roommate. Still, he said he doesn't regret what happened because he saw it as an opportunity to speak out about homelessness, LGBTQ rights, and child abuse, topics that often serve as fodder for comedians. Well, I'm happy to inform everybody that his attempt failed. Nobody's talking about those 3 things because of this incident. Everybody was talking about how your arm was bent backwards and how you look like a wannabe schnitzel. You executed a plan. You thought it out. You probably had somebody cheer you on, and it failed. Everybody is not standing with you. Everybody is pointing the finger and laughing at you. And it's a shame because if you wanted to speak out about all these 3 things and you view them as a problem, I could come up with many other ways that don't involve getting on a stage, buying a ticket, first of all, going to support this person financially, and then getting on a stage and thinking I can tackle this person only to get jumped by different celebrities and security guards, and then getting in front of an interviewer anger. Oh, how could they do this to me? Oh, I don't understand. I was just trying to speak out about something. You could hold a protest. You could hold a meeting. You could make a YouTube video. You can make a bunch of tweets putting out facts. But no, you thought the dumbest route, and you think people like me are supposed to feel bad for you. When in reality, I'm laughing on the floor because you are embarrassing. And if I'm gonna end this video on any note, I just have to say the support for certain individuals and how it's executed is piss poor because, as I've stated many times, the trans community is just like every other marginalized community. A group of people that like to glorify all the good and ignore the bad. And if you talk about that bad, oh, you're an ist, an ism, a phobia, a dobia, a cobia, a mobia, a trobia, a bobia, and all these different things because you can't have the fortitude or the mental stability to say, hey, this thing, not what I want. Throw it away. I'm still fighting for this. I will acknowledge this is bad, and I will also say it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Remember what I posted on Monday about the peer pressure being given to individuals in order to make them think that they're trans? We all agree that that's a dumb idea, right? We all agree that if people are doing that, I'm not saying everybody is doing that, but if there are people out there who are trying to peer pressure individuals into being something that they are kind of confused about or that they're not, it's not really a matter of something being born with. It ends up being a choice, but that's besides the point. Somebody decided that they thought they could get a gotcha on little old Leon, and I quote, actually they're quoting me, I find it pretty funny when people say I hate the transgender community, when in reality I don't. I just hate how the transgender community likes to operate. Replace transgender with black. If it sounds bigoted, it's because it is. Hypocrite rolling eye emoji. I think it's pretty funny when people say I hate the transgender community, when in reality I don't. I just hate how the transgender community likes to operate because they operate like any other marginalized community on the internet. We're going to always talk about the positives. There's nothing wrong in our community. We love each other. We're happy. We sing songs. We treat each other with respect. And anybody who doesn't, they're bringing all that negative masculinity, toxicity of being a transphobe into our lives, and we're not going to partake in any of that. And I believe this is the perfect time for me to sound like a hip, cool youngster who spends his time on TikTok. Tell me you don't watch my fucking YouTube channel without telling me you don't watch my fucking YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. I'm the wrong person to get a gotcha on, baby.